All right, everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of Talking Shit. Now we're on with Jonny, Utah. If you all don't know Jonny.
Oh, they're in the garage. The fire starters, they're in the box. Right to the right.
I am the fire starter.
He's looking for a fire starter, this guy.
Fire starter?
Gonna light a fire. Andy Schiff's back in the frame.
Andy Schiff's is back in the frame doing magical things. So let's recap because I just got back onto YouTube. Let's talk about this real quick. Hold up. Let me bring my mic up. Here we go. Let's get this.
Oh, we lost him, bro.
What?
1%.
Hello. I think we lost him. That would have been a great show. Well, I'm going to stay on for a little bit to see if he comes back on. I think he was on 1% on his phone. Let me see if I can get him on. I think we got him. Hold on. Hey!
We're back, baby.
We're back. That. Bravo.
My phone died.
I know. I heard you say 1% and then you froze up. I heard you. I knew Andy Schiff's would come through. All right, so guys, let me just recap for everyone.
I'm freezing, bro.
So, yo, give him a fucking sweater, bro.
No, hold on. Hold on. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Oh man, it's so cool. What were we talking about?
So let me recap. So now I'm on YouTube and Insta right now. I want to recap. We're on live with Jonny, Utah, and Schiff. They are two. Jonny Utah was on my first episode of No Running in the Halls, episode 1, where we discussed his life as a teacher, first year, one and done as they call it. Andy Schiff's is a former. I want to say he was a content creator, and he was more of a street performer. But now they are working heavily on their music, which I can't wait to hear. Because I was actually in a couple of sessions where they would jam out. And if anyone doesn't know this yet, Jonny, Utah, and Schiff's are talented musicians. These guys can play the hell out of music. And I actually want to come by one day and jam out with them. But because I too was a former musician, if anyone doesn't know about the Chavez,
Anybody doesn't know, Chavez is a talented comedian and a hosting personality.
Oh man,
That's something people on here should know about.
No, you're too kind. You're too kind, Chef. You're too kind.
Queens,
The what?
the Queens, you should be like a food tour guide or something, bro.
There's so many things I want to do in my life. I don't think I have the time to do all of them, but I love food, man. I'll put anything in my mouth short of dick and rats. You know what I mean? What are we arguing about? I mean, at the end of the day, there's like I said this before. There's 5 things I would never put in my body or consume with one honorable mention, and we got no particular order: humans, dogs, cats, rats, and grapefruit. And honorable mentions are penis.
What about you?
I mean, those all sound like very tempting options.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say that I've seen these.
What if you were dying though, and
this would save your life?
There was a human there, like whatever, a group of guys. There was a group of guys.
There's a
2 children hostage.
There's a show right now about a whole bunch of girls that are like stranded. Their plane crashed.
The Last of Us?
Huh?
Is that The Last of Us?
Is that the show's name? I think my girl watches it.
I have no idea. I know The Last of Us.
I think so. I think anyway. So one of the girls was already eaten. So when you put a scenario like that where it's like a survival. I mean, unless you don't, if you don't do it, you die. So my real answer is I don't want to, but I guess I'd have to, you know?
Well, I think, God forbid, you have to probably go for animals first, rather than people.
I mean, if they're...
I love animals, and I know Johnny loves animals. You probably love animals.
That's too much, bro. Are you crazy? This guy's putting lighter fluid.
You set the house on fire.
Bro, that's a lot, bro.
Yo, listen,
in the fire.
Is he trying to make a campfire? Yeah. I mean, he should probably just get some dry grass and put it under the wood. Yo, Mo, get some dry grass and put it under the wood.
No, he's got a fire starter.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to talk about the music.
Yeah. Let's get back into that. So, first of all, I want you both to introduce yourselves one more time. This is a...
Tierney, he's such a dickhead.
Tierney, our bandmate, is on here.
Nice.
All right, so I'm Jonny Utah, aka Fufu,
aka Scarf.
I'm an ex-poker player, ex-teacher, and I'm in Space Cadets, bro. We're a band. We don't care about money. We just want to produce our shit. That's it.
Nice. And what instruments are you guys playing in this project? Are you the guitarist? Are you the bassist? Are you the drummer? The vocalist?
I play guitar, bass, and drums.
Okay. And Shift?
Shipping.
It really depends. It's a song-by-song basis. It's a very fine line.
That's cool.
There's certain songs I'm playing bass on. There's certain songs Johnny's playing bass on. Certain songs I'm playing piano on. Certain songs I'm playing... a lot of the time, I guess I would say I'm the lead guitar player because I'm mostly doing the guitar work.
Nice.
I mean,
Andrew's one of our best guitarists.
No, I know that. I don't know if you...
It's done, or he's mostly recording all the guitar parts.
I
all come up with the ideas.
I don't know if you...
We write the music together. That's the bottom line. Johnny has a solo on a song that we both solo on it. It's called Exile, or That Name Means, in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off of a chord progression that Johnny started, that I finished with him, and we came up with the idea together. Our singer came up with the vocals together, and what ended up happening was that we made a few changes and we did 2 solos. And I'm not biased or nothing. Johnny's he's the second solo on the song. It's much better than mine. My solo's just rock and it's bends and it's a lot of stuff. But sometimes I'll do a better solo. Maybe Jake will do a better solo.
Also, in that track, the solo in that track is both of ours. It's meshed together. It's pretty sick, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's fucking cool, man. Like, I remember there was this one time we hung out, and we were not only just hanging out, we were creating some content, and we hit up a couple of these Long Island spots, and then we also did a little sesh in your basement. And I remembered how really impressed I was with Shift's guitar playing, and that he just was coming up with stuff on the dime and on the cuff. And I know it was impressive. What's up, Jody? Jody's just joined from the work spot.
Baby, Silence of the Lambs.
That's it's Daniel Glattman. Say what up to Daniel.
What up, Daniel Glattman?
You guys didn't. Jonny Utah, you didn't read this comment. It says by Daniel G. Latman. It says, my friend Zachary Pratt is a huge fan. Could he get a picture with the individual on the left? And that would be Schiff.
Yeah, he could join it.
Of course, bro. Let's get that in here. Let's question him a bit. Get a read on the kid. What's
up, Gabby? Nice to see you. What's up, Jody? And another shout out to Danny Latman. I'm sure you'll find it easy to get these. Danny Latman. I'm sure you'll be able to obtain a picture. It's not that hard.
No running in the halls? That's you.
That's me.
That's a great name.
Thank you.
That's Fever. Oh boy.
Yeah, we got fans. It's cool.
Gabby, Princeburg.
We got fans. I mean, you got fans.
We have a lot of people.
All right, let me ask Chavez a question.
What's up?
Chavez, top 3 food places in Flushing.
Oof. All right, I got you. I'm gonna say if you want really good soup dumplings, you're gonna hit up White Bear in Flushing.
I knew that. I was gonna say with excluding White Bear.
Okay, fair enough. How about let's do Picnic Garden, which is Korean barbecue.
Okay.
The only negative of that place is you might not want to wear some really nice clothing because you're gonna come out smelling.
Good smell, yeah.
Yeah, it's a smell that just doesn't go away. But that's a real good spot. So we're just staying in Flushing. Let's go with listen, at best, if you take your ass to Main Street, Chinatown, Flushing, and you just go up Roosevelt and down by the Bland Projects, you're gonna find so much good food there. I could run you through a laundry list of things, but the experience alone, with a let's say you brought $100 with you and you were about to go on a food explosion. You take a walk up and down those streets. I mean, not only do you have food that is amazing as far as like savory, like food that you want like for lunch and dinner, but you got a lot of sweet spots too, like pastry stuff. I mean, you know from working over where we were that you have Fei Da. Fei Da is awesome. I mean, that's a great bakery, but they don't just.
He used to FaceTime me eating what is it, the croissants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah, he always said he'd bring me one. He never brought me one.
Dude, that's what I miss. That's the only thing I miss about working in Flushing is the food and
Yeah.
fucking that man right over there, Chavez.
Jay Chavez.
Appreciate that.
Chavez, I have a question
And
for
the
you
kids,
as well.
some of the kids.
Shift,
All right.
Shift, shoot your question. What do you got?
Oh, yeah. So I want to know, as your experience, obviously, you've been alive for 30 years.
Yeah. Only 30.
More than that.
Only 30.
Only 30. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll keep it disclosed.
I want to know, with all the waves of culture that's been going on, you saw the pop punk, the early 2000s pop punk.
Yeah.
You've seen the metal. You've seen the early 2000s, post Dr. Dre hip hop scene with the party beats, the party this, party that, California shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you were around the 90s for the Biggie, the Tupacs, and the grunge a little bit.
I have, yeah.
So out of all that culture you've seen come and go, what is your opinion on all that has passed, and what do you think it's going to happen in the next 10 years, 5, maybe even 5-10 years?
So that's a good question, man. I'm actually prepared for this. I've actually answered this to some of our Gen Z counterparts because I'm Gen X, and I'm seriously convinced that music and culture just gets recycled. It's all recycled. If you're innovating something new, for instance, Korn, the band Korn, and the band Nirvana, they were innovators of music. They changed something. They created a whole new sound, right? And with that said, as of now, music is still evolving because now we have the, what do they call it? The lazy rapper or the mumble rapping, right? Which I don't think, look, as somebody that probably should hate it or probably dislike it, I don't really hate it because I appreciate all music, and I don't think that any genre should be taken out of the conversation, right? The only thing that I never really got into was the tech. Yeah, like the techno thing wasn't really my thing. Although I never. Yo, Colette is on. Colette, love this motherfucker. That's the only genre. That's the only genre that I didn't leave them out of the conversation, but I don't have a catalog of music that I can truly say that I know. But as far as music is concerned, this is what I say, and I say this proudly. I say, "What's up, Colette?" I say this: if you're creating a fan base and people are listening to it and they're downloading it or they're purchasing it, then you're doing something right. if you can take if you could take genres of music, like for instance, the Chili Peppers, right? The Chili Peppers did something big with music too. They added funk and rock, right? But then they added kind of a little bit of a hip hop thing, you know. It was like funk rhyming, if you ask me. And who, I mean, that band since the 90s have been killing it. They've been killing it, and all they did was evolve, you know. So
Yeah, I'll give you, because I'm a big fan of them, and even though I wasn't, obviously me and Johnny weren't alive during the time they were up and coming. We've listened to all their records. If you even take a look at like something like Mofo Uplift Party Plan, and stuff like then there's a little bit of a shift when you get to Mother's Milk. They started becoming heavier and more structured.
Yeah.
And then you go from Mother's Milk to what is the one, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. It's a mix of still funk, hip hop, a little bit of everything, and then they add a Parliament feel to it. You have songs like Mellow Sleeky and B Major, which sounds crazy. It's like I've never heard that kind of thing before. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta understand something about the Chili Peppers that you're leaving out of the equation is that after Mother's Milk, the drummer and the guitarist changed, right? Because Hillel Slovak and Jeffrey Irons was the drummer, and Hillel Slovak passed away. They were the original members, and then they were no longer in it. Introduce John Frusciante and what's his name, Chad Smith. That could have been. I mean, you know what? I'm not even doing it any justice. That for sure made a big difference in their sound, because John Frusciante, if you ask me, of my time, he's one of the greatest guitarists of my time. Okay, and he's probably the greatest guitarist of your time, because I don't know any guitars. Do you know any guitarists that are not this short of you guys? Do you know any guitarists that are amazing? Like, I mean, name a guitarist that you find.
Look at our friend Mo, Mohammed Sadiq. He goes on here as Mo LaMastro. He's actually the best guitarist that we personally know. We're friends with. He's way better than both of us.
Okay. Well, I've never heard him, so I don't have an opinion.
It's hard. Like, if you're evaluating the guitarist based on the fretting, like, yeah, there's better guitarists than John Frusciante for sure. But like, if you're evaluating on like how well they are in sync with their band and how well their music is like can relate to the crowd. Like, I don't know, bro. Who's better than John Frusciante and the Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
He just meshes so well with, and he even said it like in a couple interviews. He's like, I'm not trying to go crazy with soloing. He's trying to actually have chemistry with the band.
Yeah.
And make this sound better.
His interviews are incredible, because he's nothing but Mr. Modesty. Hold on, shout out to Nana, baby, I love you. Honestly, man, his interviews are great because he's such a modest guy, and he's the only guy I've ever known and that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing as a viewer and as a listener, where he could take years off and just do heroin and live his life, and then just say, hey guys, I think I just kind of want to come back to the band now, and then they just kick out who's ever in it. That's an amazing.
When did that happen?
What, the guy who was right before him on the album before this one, the skin, I forget his name right now. Josh Klinghoffer. They said, Josh, you're okay. Here's your pink slip. John's back. You know what I mean?
Maybe they give him a percentage.
No, bro. I'm pretty sure Josh left the band right before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right before John came back.
I don't know all about that.
Oh, yeah, you could be right.
I mean, I don't know all about that. The timing was pretty close, though. If you're right, Shift, then you're right. But I'm pretty sure John just made the call. He said, "Listen, Anthony, I was thinking about coming back." You know how he talks. He's like, "I was thinking about coming back. Do you think we could play some?"
What about bands before that time, though?
Well, I wanted to say one more thing about Frusciante. The most modest thing I ever heard Frusciante say in an interview that I watched on YouTube was that right before they started recording Californication. He
Yeah.
was in rehab. And
Yeah.
he used to be Nirvana, like they've performed with Nirvana, this and that. He basically said that he was kind of like envious toward Nirvana because they were this big band. They were like his competition. And then he said when he was in rehab, he heard the song "Rape Me" from In Utero while he was in rehab. That song, that he started listening to the whole thing, and he's like, "Yo, that's one of the best records I've ever heard."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was like, that inspired him to write Parallel Universe. That was them. That was Red Hot Chili Peppers trying to write their own version, their own take of a Nirvana rock song, you know? So and that takes a lot of balls to admit that.
Yeah.
And
I want to touch on a comment that says by Haley says, how about drill music, drill rap? I think that's what it's called. Do you guys know anything about drill rap or drill music?
Drill, or my interpretation.
Oh, that's like T Grizzly. It's like T Grizzly.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. If there's an artist that you know, maybe I could research it. But I don't know what drill rap or drill music is. But a lot of my
sounds familiar.
Slim Jesus drill time.
And I wanted to say, before what you said, Chavez, I actually disagree with it. You were like, if a musician is like gathering a community and they listen to their stuff, I mean, you said like they're successful or something.
No, I didn't say that.
They're doing something wrong.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if Johnny,
crowd isn't always like
Johnny, if you're saying that, hold on, Johnny, if you're saying that, listen, anybody who's a musician that says that they write music for themselves is lying. Because if you write music and you're putting it on Spotify, then you want people to hear your music. The more downloads you get and the more purchase you get means that you're earning your way to a monetarily successful music career where you can live off of your music. Now, not saying that you're going to be famous or a celebrity. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the more listeners that you have, if you're creating an impact with music, if you're doing something where I'm not saying changing music, but if you're writing music and you're getting a following, just like anything, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, if you're creating a following, if that's the level of success that you want, then that's that. I'm not saying anything more than people don't write music for it to fall on deaf ears. If you're writing music for you and only you, that means no one's going to hear it. That means you're not going to have followers. And I don't know. I've never met anybody that has done that. All I know is that when people make music, like when I was making music, I was trying to do something different in the beginning of my music start. And I realized that I wasn't an innovator. What I wanted to do was I wanted to write music for people to hear and rock to and groove to. So I started writing very contemporary, modern, radio-friendly music. And even that was difficult because initially I just sounded like everybody else, So yes, listen, disagree all you want. That's what these podcast shows are for. But if you're going to tell me that you're sitting and recording music and putting it on music platforms like Apple or Spotify or YouTube or whatever, then you want it to not fall on deaf ears. Whatever level of success you want is up to you, whether it's monetarily, fame, or just, I don't know, maybe just people know you. That's what you have to explain. What is it that you want at the end of the day? Where do you want to be with music in, let's say, 5 years? Where do you want to be? Go. That's what I'm asking you. Where do you want to be?
I, in my opinion, I actually do want to follow it. I want to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Whether I'm appreciated by a group of kids who go to Nassau Community College, or I'm appreciated by a bunch of kids at a local high school. I want someone to know, hey, Andrew Schiffman did write this song with Johnny Vaccaro and his friends and their friends. This is their music. This is what they sound like. I've sent a few demos of Across the Sea and a song that we're recording right now called Mountain.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I'm getting really good reviews. I get mixed reviews on what they like better. Some people like Mountain better. Some people like Across the Sea better. When the album comes out and they're both on the record, God willing, that's when we'll really find real results. But as of right now, everything's a demo. Everything's not released. we're in the process and we're going through the motions of what we're supposed to do.
I think that's a good point. And we did release one song. It got very good feedback, and we played 2 gigs live. And I think our band is starting to realize people like our shit. We should work a little harder.
We also don't post anything, which we should.
Yeah, we don't really we don't really care.
That song that you have.
We should work a little harder so we get at least somewhat of the appreciation we deserve as musicians. It's always a good feeling to, like I said, we're not trying to do anything crazy. Mm-hmm. We're just trying to release our music and get some sort of good feedback.
Now, that song that you have on Spotify, is there a way that right now, because I'm not on Spotify, I don't have a Spotify account. I'm an Apple guy, but
I love Apple Music.
Huh?
Space Cadets, is it just me?
It's on app.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Oh,
too?
so let's play it. Let's play it. What is it called? Space Cadets?
Yeah, Space Cadets.
There's a lot of bands named Space Cadets.
Is it just me?
Question mark. Is it just me? No, question mark is at the end.
Okay. All right. Let's look.
It's with the guy. It's a black and white photo of a guy with a guitar.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, that's.
I was singing.
Okay, we got it right here. So I'm gonna play it for everyone.
The whole 2 of our people here, the real ones. I don't think it tells you.
No, we got a lot of people. Is that it? Does that have horns? That's it? No? Oh, that was an ad. Sorry. Here it is. This is it.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Space Cadets, is it just me? Nice. Beautiful. Yo, the first thing I want to say is this. That is a very well written song, very catchy. It's got a lot of really cool parts. Your solo was ridiculously awesome. I want to say that. Not that this is a comparison, and I think I've heard this guy in your band sing before, but I will say that he has a very Joe Armstrong, Billy Joe Armstrong sound. He reminds me. The first thing I thought about, I thought it was a Green Day song because of the vocals only, not because of the music. But he strongly resembles a Billy Joe Armstrong sound. But that's not a
Sounds like Billy Joe Armstrong. He said.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You heard that so many times.
Yeah. I mean, but that's not a that's. I don't want to make a comparison because I know that sucks for musicians because it makes like.
Billy Joe's amazing.
Yeah.
Told us we sound like Bob Dylan. Yeah.
Bob Dylan sounds like this.
Yo, we have another song.
What was his feedback?
It sounds like almost like Green Day.
No, I didn't say that, Chef. This is what I said. Well written, got a lot of good parts. It's catchy. My only thing was the comparison of Billy Joe Armstrong. But I think you played this for me, Utah. I think you played this for me in the car one time or at your home. And I remember this song because it's got a good little hook. The hook is very good. I was actually going to start singing it.
Well, we have another treat for you. Guys, I'm gonna send you. What's your?
What's my what? Oh no, I think we lost them.
What's your cell phone number?
I'll
to you.
Let me text it to Johnny Vic. Johnny Vic knows my number. Oh,
my phone is dead.
Why don't you charge it?
I'm trying to right now.
I don't want to give out my number on a live stream.
No one. Yeah, there's one person here, bro. Chill. There's nobody.
No, there's a lot of people on. What do you mean there's nobody here?
I see a lot of people. We see nobody.
I see. What is my number right now? I got a lot of people on right now.
We don't have anybody, bro. What does it say for you? A total of 30 people joined throughout the thing, but there's nobody on right now.
Oh, there's nobody on right now. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at that. Yeah. People were on. Here, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in the comment.
Total of people joined.
Hey, put it in. We'll text you our 2 new songs.
Okay.
We want your feedback.
Here we go. It's there.
How do I have to I have to copy it like this.
We wanted to get your feedback on these songs.
Yeah, the other one. This is our second most.
It's a mountain too.
Yeah, but mountains all over the place.
Doesn't matter.
All right, we're gonna send you send you one more song. There's 2 songs we're about to send you. I sent you Across the Sea. We're gonna send you our other song that we wrote called Mountain.
All right, let me see if this plays. Oh, I don't know how I can play it. Hello?
Go.
Yeah, I don't know how
I'm back. Hold on. This is what I need you to do. You have to. I send it to you. You need to click download. You click on it, and then you click in the left corner, save the files. You open it in files.
Mm-hmm.
The whole process. But I'll send you one more. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Why don't you install it onto YouTube like this one?
It's not done yet.
It's not even released. You're getting the grit underneath the nails.
Okay.
You're getting a little tasty snack.
All right.
This is a little cupcake before dinner. Don't tell your mom.
How you doing? So, guys, I'm waiting on them to send me a song. I'm sorry, I was sitting here biting my nails. So, Jonny,
Hold
you.
on, I'm sending you one more. Just wait 1 second. One
All right,
second.
man. Take your time. Take your time. So we got these guys from Space Cadets sending some music, and I say you guys look to them in the near future. You know, they have a good sound. I will say this is a nice, I would say, radio friendly rock music that you can groove to. It has a good sound, it has good catchy hooks, and I think it's pretty awesome that
I sent it into you just now.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do is, I don't know if you could plug your computer into your. I don't know how you're playing your music.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to my music primarily on my phone, but I'm on my phone for Instagram and I'm on my laptop for the YouTube. So to get to it right now would be difficult. But I can
just email it to yourself and play it on your computer.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. Hold up.
I'm gonna use the back. I'll be right back. Way above the sky.
All right, here we go. All right. See if I could do the internet is slow as per usual. Oh, here we go.
This is my dog.
That's just my baby dog. That's just my baby dog. All right, let's see what we got here. Guys, hold on. I'll be right back.
All right.
No, not you. Not you. Oh. All right, let's see. What do we got? I just sent it to myself. What happened? Refresh. I don't know why it didn't send. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again.
Do you want to go to Alpha? No, I have to be at my girls that I eat. All right, can we go now? Yeah, after the podcast. We don't have a lot of time. We should head there now. I have to head to my girls. All right, did you get it?
I don't know why I haven't, but I sent it twice to myself, and it's just not. I don't know why it's not coming through. Let me see. I don't know why. It's crazy.
We have to go in like 2 minutes.
All right, listen. We'll continue this. We'll do a part 2 of this thing. Don't worry about it. And I'll have the music ready to play. Don't worry about it.
All right. All love to you.
All right, guys. This concludes our session for Talking Shit. I want to thank for everyone who joined earlier, and Jonny, Utah, and Shift. Thanks for coming through. It made up for a part 2 of a really good show that I had earlier. Guys, take care. Let's do this again real soon, man. I'd love to hear more of the music.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Konnichiwa. Take care, guys. All right, here we go. I'll play you guys out. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for joining.